So as of recently, I just rewatched all of part 1 of Naruto. Don't ask why. Actually, for the people that do ask why, I'll tell you why. I just rewatched part 1 Naruto because I watched it with my friend. He saw Naruto for the first time. It was amazing, but at the same time, it was pretty awful. Part 1 of Naruto has some insanely bad pacing problems, and to all the One Piece fans that I said, oh, your anime sucks because the pacing's terrible, I gotta take that back now. In part 1 of Naruto, the pacing was actually atrocious. It was like to the point where they'll edge a fight like for entire 20 episodes. I'm not even kidding. That happened for Shikamaru versus Tayuya, Naruto versus Kimimaro, Lee versus Kimimaro, Gaara versus Kimimaro, Tsunade versus Kabuto, and the list goes on and on and on. Rewatching Naruto again for I think the third time, the third time, it's changed my mindset on comparing Naruto and then part 1 of One Piece, because they're both like, it's like a pre-timeskip kind of thing, so like compare the two. And I think it's fair enough to say that part 1 of One Piece, this kind of hurts the soul, is better than part 1 of Naruto. The first part of part 1 of One Piece was good, but at the same time it was kind of boring. However, once it got to Alabasta and everything past that, where it was going up, 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 and it was not going to crash over down. That's how I felt during most of One Piece, for part 1 of One Piece. And how I felt during part 1 of Naruto, even though I watched it a few times, it felt like a like slow, like inclines, almost like a staircase, if that makes sense, with some declines from some parts, because the pacing would just ruin it for me at times. I was like, dude, come on. I was like, friend, just fast forward a few times, which he would do, because some episodes it was dragged out insane. And one thing I do want to bring up, which was my main point with the pacing, was Orochimaru versus the third Hokage. I kid you not, this one literally took 20 episodes for him to kill off the third Hokage. I don't know why, like, they were just like, let's take this long and waste their time to get more screen time and cash out of them. It made no sense why it was dragged out for that long. He had a blade stuck in him, like, for so long. And like, bro, just take it out, but that's besides the point. That episode, well, not episode, but that sequence went on for way too long, and that should have been cut out. And this is like a post-game interview, but I forgot to say that they spammed the same flashbacks so often. It was, I don't know why they did, but they spammed the same flashback like at least 10 times every single fight during the Chunin exams, which was absurd. When I'm comparing that to One Piece, you know, part 1 of One Piece, there was way more instances where the pacing was worse in Naruto than it was in One Piece. The only thing I had major problem with in One Piece was Skypiea. Skypiea, it was just a snooze fest, but maybe it wasn't because of the pacing necessarily, more like the arc. I didn't really care for the arc that much. Only when Nell came on the screen was when I actually like locked in and paid attention, because it was interesting seeing him on the screen. He was I want to say the third Logia user we've ever seen in One Piece, and he had some swag to him. He looked like Eminem, he could probably rap. He had blonde hair, he looked like Eminem, he could probably rap. Yes, I said it twice, and I'll say it for a third time again, if needed to be. It's just that lightning characters in anime are just so cool, it's kind of hard not to kind of glaze them and to pay attention to whatever they're doing on the screen, because I can't name a single bad lightning character. There's Killua, Kakashi, Enel, Lightning McQueen, the Raikage, Killer Bee. Like, there's just so many out there that's just really, really interesting and cool characters. But back to what I was saying. Part 1 of One Piece, Borderline had a good arc the entire time, and every single arc would just expand from the next one. Expand, expand, expand. To the point where this anime just might be the best anime of all time for a good reason. And I was doubting people for no reason at all, just hating because of how goofy it looked. But once you get past the looks, chef's kiss. Magnificent. And in Naruto, don't get me wrong, Naruto wasn't bad. It was just, like, it had a problem like carrying hype, because the pacing would just nuke it so badly. Stuff got dragged on. And when I say this, I'm not joking. Part 1 of One Piece was one of the best animes of all time. And I'm not going to say the second part of One Piece, because that is also what I have a huge problem with. The second part of One Piece, I'll probably say that for a second video, or a video later down the road. It was so bad to me, and I'm still watching it now. I don't think it's like, let me take that back. I don't think the second part of One Piece is bad, right? I just think that it could have been better. And I think what Naruto did better than One Piece, so this part's gonna, like, if you want to count this towards, I just want to say this like real quick. The ending of Naruto and then the beginning of Shippuden was really good in my personal opinion. They went from Sasuke retrieval, from Naruto losing to Sasuke, to starting the Gaara collection arc. I'm not too sure what it's called, but going straight into that arc was heat. Like, it was really, really good. But when it comes to One Piece, it went from Marineford all the way to Fishman Island. And Fishman Island, I don't care what anybody has to say, because I've seen many people defend this. It is the most boring arc in all of One Piece. I kid you not, I literally stopped watching One Piece for about 3 months straight, all because of that one arc itself. It's so bad. And some people go like, yeah, but it's better than the manga. Am I reading the manga right now? No. Alright. I'm watching the anime. And there's like that entire arc felt like filler. It was so bad. The main villain, Horty Jones, terrible. The pedophile, Vanderdecken, terrible. I'm pretty sure Shirahoshi knew that she had this power all along, but like didn't do anything. Like I don't understand. Like it was so bad to me. I couldn't do it. And then on top of that, there was just too many fishmen like everywhere. Like this might sound crazy, but I don't like fishmen being on my screen. Like how the fishmen look, like their models, it bothers me so much. The only one that looks cool would be Jinbei, Arlong, and I think it was like that red pirate that returned that one girl. I forgot his name. I think it's like Sunny Pirate. I really have no idea. But that arc was. And then for Dressrosa, I had to watch it in what's that called? I had to watch it in One Piece because of how, even in One Piece it took me so long to finish it. And if I didn't watch it One Piece, it would have taken me ages. I probably still be on it to this day. And right now, I'm nearing the end of Whole Cake Island. I'm about to start one now. I just thought about it. I'm pretty sure I just missed Punk Hazard, but Punk Hazard was a good arc, so I had nothing to say about that. It did have Smoker in it after all, and he carries most of One Piece in the beginning arcs or beginning stages. You cannot deny that for a fact. Anyways, I want to say the main difference between One Piece and Naruto for their both part 1 versions or variants is that the pacing. It's literally just the pacing. I think the pacing can make or break an anime entirely, and that's probably why most current day animes do really good, because they don't have huge pacing problems like older animes. Older animes in the past, like they drag out fight scenes for episodes, and if you look back at it to this day, it looks weird. But at the time, it was like a different feeling because the standards are completely different nowadays. So I can't knock pacing problems like in there like that, but like as a modern day me watching it, I noticed the difference. I'm like, wow, that pacing is atrocious. And I think it's a fair assumption to make, or a fair viewpoint to give out there, because that's my perspective after all, and it's just my thoughts on how I feel about both parts of One Piece and Naruto. Now, when it comes to Shippuden, they fixed their pacing problems, and part 2 of One Piece, they didn't really fix it at all, like whatsoever. Where I'm at right now, maybe they might fix it in the future. I could be wrong. Even Wano could be like fixed pacing, whatever. I have no idea. Or even like Egghead Island. I heard like it's been really good so far. But they kind of need to fix that, because modern anime don't really have bad pacing, especially when they name like titles like JJK, Attack on Titan, and things of that nature. They're good pacing. And I think if One Piece were to fix their pacing problems, they could have a bigger audience, to be honest. Because people don't watch One Piece because of the stereotype. Oh, it has bad pacing, so I don't watch that trash. Or the characters look goofy, which is, you can't really change by opinions on how a character looks, but the pacing is a huge problem for One Piece. If they figure out the pacing problem, easy top tier 10 out of 10 anime. But that's why they're reworking it, because a reworked One Piece might be scary. Might be scary, I mean that Naruto has some competition, and I don't like that whatsoever. Alright, so that being said, both anime are really good. I would say they're both top 5 all time. Some people say top 1, top 10, whatever. You have your own. You can touch your own opinion. Okay. But that being said, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to see more of these. Let me know in the comment section down below. Like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.